right, here we go, guys. At the top right part of the map, Tal'Darim Ultra, we have our Zerg player from the team Startail, named after a month. It is Startail July.
And...
Oh, do you want to do this one?
No, I was just going to say, and he's 6 pooling.
Oh, and he's 6 pooling. Yeah, that too. Oh, and here's NaNiwa. And July is 6 pooling. July is 6 pooling. All right, so NaNiwa picked this map. We'll have to see how much of an economic opening he's going for, but yeah, July is 6 pooling, and I want to give NaNiwa a proper introduction. There's his probe. That probe belongs to a player formerly on Dignitas, recently switched over to Complexity. He is NaNiwa. There he is. There's his Nexus. There's his pylon.
And we actually saw yesterday the player lose to this build because they scouted the wrong direction. That's exactly what NaNiwa was doing. Unfortunately,
yes,
he scouted the wrong way.
Oh, is he going to go Nexus first? Is he going to go Nexus first? No, he's going to put down a forge.
And he's going to send out a second probe to scout. That may save his life.
Maybe. We'll see. I mean, we did see that game where the 6 pool just came in, killed the forge, and then it's like, oh, well, you just have pylons and probes now. I guess that's the end of the game.
There are
they're the Zerglings.
And so, yeah, NaNiwa, what he needs to do is as soon as he sees these Zerglings, he's going to put a pylon down in his main. And because he sent out that second probe, he sees it in time that he's going to be able to do so.
Yeah, NaNiwa's like, great. And there's the pylon in the main right now, so he does know how much damage is July going to be able to do with this. The forge is finished. There's going to be a cannon somewhere nearby. We'll see. He's got to wait for that pylon in the main to finish before he can put that cannon down.
Cannon goes down. He's going to have to defend with his probes. He didn't see this quite as soon as he could have.
And yeah, he's going to need to micro his probes very, very well. July's going to try to do some damage here, but it's going to be pretty tough.
He doesn't want to fight straight up. Nice micro pulling the injured probes. Mineral walking them through the other probes. Beautiful micro by NaNiwa.
Yeah, wow.
Holding off those Zerglings long enough. He's just got to hold off another 5 seconds for that cannon to warp in.
Yep, cannon finishes now. July has to pull back, and he's going to go right down and kill the pylon that's powering the forge, I would imagine. That would be the next step here.
That would be the smart move,
And then kill the forge as well. And so even though NaNiwa does get the cannon up in his main, that's going to set him so incredibly far behind, though. Not have any buildings at all. There goes the pylon, so no more cannons for NaNiwa. He does get the gateway down, but the forge will die as well. And so July, we'll have to see what he has planned. I mean, he may just decide to go speedling all in after that. Might decide to play more of a normal game now that he knows his opponent is way behind, has to play defensive. What's it going to be? We're going to see.
We're going to see indeed. Yeah, Huck lost that same situation yesterday to Dong Regular because, if I remember correctly, because he didn't send out that second probe, by the way. I just want to point that out again. So, because of that, he just didn't see it coming fast enough.
Yeah,
NaNiwa to get the cannon in his main, so very smart by NaNiwa to send out that second probe on a map like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Did the right thing by far. If he hadn't, he would be dead. The game would be over by now. So, yeah, saved his own life there.
And then July Zerg, very common follow-up to that. I mean, you don't really do that and then just make a ton of lings and try and kill them, especially if they've got that cannon there. You drone up after it, and that's exactly what he did. So it's kind of smart by NaNiwa. He put down that pylon in the expansion to slow down July Zerg from getting another base up very soon.
That's right. Cybercore almost finishing now for NaNiwa. Cybercore. Sounds like an 80s Nintendo shooting game or something.
It always makes me think of there were the shuttle system at the college I went to. The different shuttles were called something core. So like the one that went around different parts of the college at night was called the Night Core.
Alright.
So that's what I always think of for some reason. There are no shuttles in this game though, just warp prisms.
That's right. And NaNiwa getting those 3 gateways down there. And I feel like the temptation there is to 4-gate, but I feel like he's just going to try to do a very safe 3-gate expand, try to stay in the game longer.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, should. Zelt's chasing away the Lings, and they're actually going to run past and get in. Now, Speed hasn't finished yet, though.
I like this move by NaNiwa. He's now putting a little bit more pressure on July Zerg. He's like, all right, well, I can just use that cannon to defend for now. I'm going to send my Zelts out, force July Zerg to make some Zerglings. He's actually made 12 Zerglings. So he's going to be able to defend these 3 Zealots. In fact, it might be wise of NaNiwa to just turn around right now. He doesn't know that, but he kind of might be able to infer it.
Now, we'll see. There's the Nexus going up for NaNiwa. July's going to need to be very, very careful here. He doesn't have a whole lot of links to defend. Well, actually, he does now. Does have just enough, and NaNiwa's going to have to turn around. If he can get the surround on those Zealots. Oh, can he do it? Can he do it? Zealot's trying to get close to the wall.
Yeah, nicely done. Tucking himself in that little corner so he can get a few extra Zergling kills.
Wow. It's so much more dramatic when it's close up. You really feel for the Zealot. And there's a Roach Warren for July as well. And this is going to be pretty tough for NaNiwa to hold off. Some sort of Speedling Roach all in from July after your bases. You see it all the time against Protoss. It's going to be tough to deal with.
It's going to be really tough to deal with. He's got a few sentries there. He's starting to get his wall put together. But he doesn't have anything really behind that wall to stop roaches from just busting it down.
Yeah.
So yeah, if July Zerg makes a couple rounds, and he actually has the money for it, the larva's popped out. There we go, 10 roaches.
Yep, this is indeed going to be that Speedling Roach all-in, or a certain, form of it anyway. It's a little bit different timing-wise and build-wise because of the 6-pool, but the spirit is the same. And the spirit is, I'm just going to go and kill you with the roaches and Speedlings.
Yeah, and I don't know what NaNiwa can really do about this. I mean, he's got a ton of sentries. He can delay a lot by force-filling things out, but he can't actually kill the roaches. They're just going to sit there and go to work on his gateways. He doesn't have a forge, so he can't even build cannons behind that.
Now, NaNiwa did put down that proxy pylon outside the base of July Zerg, but it doesn't seem like he's going to really get the chance to use it this game.
No! Oh no, NaNiwa's pushing out!
Oh,
what are you doing, NaNiwa? You're going to get surrounded and killed by roaches!
Does. Force field's preventing the roaches from getting in there, but NaNiwa is going to lose everything, and that is going to be the end of it, unfortunately. He's going to warp in and try to defend here, but it's going to be so difficult against the army of July Zerg. Just kind of a little bit of bad luck there for NaNiwa, moving out at just the wrong time.
Yeah, lost all those sentries. Now he is desperately trying to build buildings to defend here.
Yeah, I don't know how well that's going to work.
But it's just, I don't think he's going to be able to hold this off for very long. There's so many roaches going to destroy that gateway. A few stalkers trying to take pot shots.
And it looks like July is going to be the player to advance here. He's got, NaNiwa's still got an okay army. Those were good force fields. Some of the lings didn't really get in. You can see July kind of trying to focus on the sentries. NaNiwa trying to micro things very, very carefully. And actually, NaNiwa is going to live through this a little bit longer. Never mind.
He is? Well, what he was counting on as a possibility is July Zerg not following up with another round of units. And
that's what happened, yeah.
That's what happened. July Zerg was like, all right, well, I'm actually going to see if I can kill him with this, but if not, I'm going to build drones, get my infestation pit, get my lair previous to that as well.
Well, July is really surprising me, actually. I mean, the July that we've seen up to this point would have actually just kept
gone for the kill.
Use and killed him. Yeah, that's kind of why I was so sure it was going to happen, because it's July. But yeah, he's doing something very un-July-like right now. He's getting a macro hatch, he's getting his lair, he's getting an infestation pit, because he's already got his lair, actually. And yeah, he's actually going to play for a longer macro game. Oh, the probe gets in there and leaves a pylon behind. Oh.
Uh-oh.
What is going on? The world is warping. Okay, we're okay. Good deal.
It's kind of interesting, the pylon in the main.
Yeah. And it's just going to kind of distract July a little bit. That's basically about it. July, he can't see everything that's going on. He's got the overseer there.
NaNiwa did make a lot of gateways, actually.
Oh, wow.
In his main as part of trying to wall things off. So he actually has a ton of gateways right now. He's pushing out with a pretty decent force. These Zealots are actually going to distract and kill a bunch of Zerglings while NaNiwa goes in the front.
Wow, this was a brilliant move by NaNiwa.
Whoa, he's just going to take out the spine crawlers because the roaches are dealing with the pylon in the main. What is going on here? The macro hatch is actually forming a funnel so he can actually use force field those roaches out.
Wow, this game has just gotten a little bit crazy, Moletrap. NaNiwa going from being nearly dead twice here to warping in tons of units, having a nice force. July, though, he's not really making any infestors or anything. The force fields for NaNiwa have been so good this game. He doesn't have any way to see the roaches, but that's not going to stop him from killing the hatchery, though. Yeah,
he's force fielding out a few roaches at a time so he can kill them easily with the smaller force he has. And he's just doing so well.
Yeah.
Bring in some more stalkers as well. NaNiwa might just turn things around. I think it might have actually been better in a way for July Zerg to go for the kill when he had the chance.
I agree completely. Yeah, I was so surprised when he decided to try to macro up after that. It's so not like July Zerg, and you know, we can see why, because I feel like he didn't really play this part of the game quite as well. Now, nice round with the drones. He's going to lose a ton there, but, you know, he's going to kill 1 or 2 stalkers. But
yep. And a little bit too late. Infestors are going to come out. Roach speed is going to finish, and +1 melee weapons is going to finish all at the same time, but it's a little bit too late. He needed that like 5 minutes ago because NaNiwa has just destroyed so many drones. Yeah. He's down to only 35 drones right now.
And Zerg.
And NaNiwa is back in it.
Yeah. Zerg held it off, but the supply count is about even right now. NaNiwa actually 2 supply ahead at the moment. So, wow, this game is just so back and forth. This is a lot like last game where, you know, we saw each player get a little bit too aggressive. I don't feel like NaNiwa was too aggressive there. I feel like he thought he had a pretty good chance of winning it, and I would agree with it there.
This is the tense counterattack, though. Zerg has a lot of infestors, and that could be huge. Throwing out infested Terrans.
Oh, this is actually that thing I was talking about, where you do this push with infested Terrans. Why are people using infested Terrans rather than fungals lately? The answer is because the infested Terrans actually do a decent amount of DPS, and this is working out okay.
Yeah, NaNiwa's in a little bit of trouble. His robotics facility is out, but he's only making Observer. He doesn't have any Immortals out yet. Having to fight with probes.
July is actually just getting his roaches surrounded right now. I feel like July is now being a little bit too aggressive. This is like the battle of over-aggressivity, if that's a word at all. Wow, so yeah, now July needs to pull back because he got his roaches trapped by stalkers and probes.
Yeah, this is the match of overcommitment.
Yeah, it is. It's like these guys aren't afraid of commitment. They just go overboard.
Yeah.
They just like...
They should have signed a prenup.
They meet. It's like the first date. They're asking each other how many kids they want to have. They're going to join together and become Julywa, the most aggressive player inside and outside of the game.
Wow. That would be something. So supplies are exactly even right now.
Yeah.
80 to 80.
Yeah.
Zerg just makes some drones.
The slap fight continues.
The slap fight continues.
This game is so exciting, though. I mean, both of these guys just going back and forth like this. And it's just kind of going to be a matter of one counterattack is going to just be successful, and that's going to be the end of the game. Now, if we take a look at the tech for each player, July is really going to be relying on these infestors. He wants to get a lot of those out, wants to prevent NaNiwa from using Blink, and we can see from the production queue that NaNiwa is indeed actually getting Blink, as well as some Immortals. Yeah. So July is trying to sort of prepare for that.
I'm glad he's finally getting Immortals. Things have been so roach heavy. He hasn't sent his Observer to scout what Zerg is doing, though. He's a little bit afraid to send out that one Observer just in case Roach is coming in and he needs some detection. But he really could use a scout on Zerg's base. Right now he's expecting, like, he's not sure what tech's going to happen.
Yeah.
He doesn't know if Zerg's switching tech or if he's continuing tech or anything. He's a little bit in the dark.
Well, here comes some Speedlings and Infestors, so he's going to give that a try. See if this works. The robotics bay is on the way, so NaNiwa will be getting Colossi if he survives this, and I feel like he
comes in.
Yeah, it's going to be just a ton of infested Terrans again. Zerg players are loving to do this right now. That is a lot of infested Terrans, actually.
Oh no, NaNiwa's units are on stop. His zealots aren't engaging at all.
Oh, you know what, too, though? With no Colossi out, these infested Terrans are going to be so much more effective. Yeah. They do die very quickly, though. They're very fragile units.
No, the force field goes down. He doesn't set another one. He didn't have the energy for it. Zergling's streaming in, but he's just killing so much with the zealots. He may still hold, and NaNiwa does even blink in to kill the infestors. Oh, if he could kill those infestors, that would be so good. The Observer's giving chase.
Where is the Observer? NaNiwa needs to find it. He needs to get it over those road roaches, and yeah, the roaches are going to just escape there.
The infestors.
They're going to waddle away as fast as they can. And so here we go again. July didn't work. The attack didn't work. You know, that infested Terran thing, I'm just going to say I think it's kind of bad. I've never really seen it.
Oh, he's going to catch the infestors. There's the Observer. If he can kill those infestors, that will be huge.
Yeah.
And NaNiwa will be in such a huge lead. He does blink in. He's got the Observer nearby, but it's not quite close enough yet.
Yeah, needs to get that Observer speed upgrade, it looks like.
And he's looking around. He's hunting around for those. Oh, he lost track of the infestors.
Now, in the meantime, a counterattack of Zerglings from Julyzer comes in. There's no wall in for NaNiwa.
Oh, no.
So this could theoretically be kind of bad. Wow, there's no units at all for NaNiwa here. Oh, it's not moving up the ramp.
Oh no, the Zerglings are going back there. The Zerglings are
man.
hunting for those stalkers right now.
I guess so. July has no idea that he could have just ran right into NaNiwa's base and done a ton of damage right there. And we gotta watch these guys play more often. These games are insane, man.
Wow. That was so close. Like, the Infestors almost all died, and the Stalkers almost all died.
Yeah.
And then NaNiwa almost all died.
Well, here's the thing, is like it's gonna be Ling and Fester against Gateway with Colossi now, and that doesn't go quite as well for Zerg.
Yeah, the extended thermal lance, which increases the range of those Colossus from 7 to 9, I'm sorry, from 6 to 9, is going to be a huge help against those Infestors.
Yeah. Oh.
But he has,
There's
oh my
gonna
god,
be canceled.
he actually has a ton of Infestors though. He has 14 Infestors on the map, each of them with enough energy for a fungal.
And the Infestors canceled again. NaNiwa's losing 100 minerals each time he has to do this. Wow. He just lost 300 minerals.
Everything gets fungled. The Colossus coming in though. It's going to even things up.
Yeah, he's got to be very, very careful here. The Link's trying to get in, do damage. But you know what? Nothing is there that can contend with that Colossi. Just nothing.
Colossus does get fungled, but oh my god, the Infestors need to fall back. They're just sitting around, dying.
Yeah, they're kind of just like dancing a
Oh, they were trying to get more fungals off to finish off the injured units, and actually we almost saw an Immortal die to a fungal growth.
Wow. And the supplies are basically even again, but look at this. July Zerg making 9 Mutalisks right now. NaNiwa doesn't have a lot to respond to this now that all his Stalkers have been taken out. He only has like 2 left at the moment.
Oh wow, that is actually huge. You're right.
Yeah.
He could actually just win the game with these
Oh, NaNiwa might have to cancel this again.
lists.
Oh, he's just going to go after Zerglings instead. Nope. Going to get a couple of those before.
Yeah, this is actually a really dangerous situation. NaNiwa has no anti-air save a few sentries, which are low on health. They've recharged their shields, but some of those sentries have 4 hit points from those fungals.
Yeah.
And here comes the Mutas.
Now we're going to see
Immediate
Warpin'.
Warpin' Stalkers.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to see Warpin' Stalkers in a moment here. And there are some Stalkers, I guess, out on the map. Had a couple of them.
That was a close one.
Yeah. But now July basically has time to do, you know, quite a bit. He can harass with those Stalkers quite effectively.
And July Zerg is actually only at 44 drones right now, but he's still being very aggressive, making all Mutalisks, making a macro hatchery.
NaNiwa's
Oh
only
no,
at
I'm sorry,
40
another
probes right
4th
now.
base.
They've both taken some damage from each other.
Yep.
Oh. And the good news is I don't think we're going to see a draw like we did before. That's probably not going to happen in PvP.
No.
Yeah,
Fortunately, July Zerg cannot float his hatchery to the corner of the map, so we can't see another draw like we did between NaNiwa and Boxer.
yeah.
And July Zerg's going around to that 3rd base of NaNiwa. NaNiwa's Stalkers are out of position, protecting his natural.
Oh, here we go. He's going to go right after the probes, ignoring the units completely. Kills all the probes except for one at the natural, and then he's going to move right into the main where all of NaNiwa's units are not right now.
Yeah, this is a really big thing to do on this map, actually, with Mutalisks, is you can just dance between the main and the 3rd, and there's like nothing you can do. The Stalkers need 2 blinks to get across to the other side.
Yeah, July not really attacking anything, though, just kind of getting those Stalkers back out of position. He wants to try to move them away so he can maybe get in and kill some probes. We'll see. Oh, yeah, if he kills some Cybernetics core, that's going to be no more Stalkers. And you know what? I think he's going to get it.
He is going to get it.
Oh. Okay. Decide to play it safe.
Well, now NaNiwa like has to keep all of his Stalkers there, or he's going to lose his core.
Oh,
And
more
NaNiwa-
Stalkers coming in. GG.
NaNiwa GG's.
Yep, he knew
So
it.
July Zerg, yeah, he couldn't bring his Stalkers from the back of his base to defend his natural.
Yeah.
He had nothing else to defend
Lost
his
too
natural.
many probes, basically, too.
Lost
yeah.
too many probes. So GG. So July Zerg 2-0s NaNiwa after taking out Boxer in the first series. That means July Zerg is going to be advancing out of this
Second
group.
Zerg.
And that means we have the semifinal set. And of course, remember yesterday, Dongregu coming out on top. So there's the semifinals, a TVT for match number 1, MMA versus Ring King. That's going to be on October 1st. A ZBZ, Dongregu versus July Zerg is going to be match 2 on October 1st as well. And then the finals will be the next day. We are guaranteed to have Terran versus Zerg finals.
Sweet, that is going to be awesome, man. I mean, in a day and age where everything's very Terran dominated, it's going to be cool to see a TVZ finals. And, you know, I got to say, NaNiwa played really great in that Boxer match. He 2-0 Boxer. That's awesome.
That
Way to
was
go.
pretty good. Very well played.
Yeah, Boxer had a rough day. He didn't really play well. But July, aggressive. Found the July seconds he needed to. He's going to advance.
Yeah.
That is going to be
Boxer. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to wrap up, but if you want to keep
I was
talking,
going to
let's
say
keep
Boxer
talking.
got a little unlucky with some of the timings too, unfortunately.
Yeah, there is that. There is that too. Well, as you can see there, for more information, visit gomtv.net. You can also go to m.gomtv.net to see all the schedule laid out in a very easy-to-read, fun way. It's a mobile site, but I like it on the desktop too.
Yeah, I actually go to. It's the easiest way to find out like what the upcoming matches are.
Well, you can follow Moletrap at Moletrap on Twitter, and you can
follow Doa at GoSuDoa.
That's
on
right.
Twitter.
And you can follow GomTV at GomTV. I think that's going to be about it for us today, guys. Thanks for joining us. This has been the Arena of Legends. Stay tuned next week for the semifinals and the finals. That's about it.
It's going to be awesome. We hope you guys enjoyed this series. I am so stoked for a legendary semifinals and finals to this tournament. I cannot wait. We'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching.